The Magistrate's Tale, Snowy Crow, by Taylor Clift and Hannah Schaefer. Scene 1. You know Crow, blacker than a Saxon side. He was not always so. Once he was white, no morning milk was whiter, and his song flowed like honey. He sang in a golden cage in the court of Alexander and his queen. High in the rafters he sang. Returning home, the king would call, "Hello, Crow. How was the day?" "Rest assured, Lord, all's well." From his high perch, Crow saw everything. He saw the king ride off to hunt. He saw the queen, more beautiful than any, sit at her sewing. And he saw the tradesmen come and go. So it was that he saw the queen's lover call for a kiss and stay for an embrace, and he heard them speak of love. Crow's feathers then grew colder than snow, and he huddled on the floor of his cage. "Hello, Crow. How was the day?" But no answer came to the king's greeting. "How now, Crow? What's wrong?" "Nothing, so long as I say nothing." "Go to Crow. I will know." "Then know that the queen loves another far more than you." The king's heart filled like a cauldron with scalding anger. He drew his sword and killed his queen and wiped the blade on her hair. But even when she was dead, she was more beautiful than any living. For 12 long hours he stood beside her and pondered the words of the bird. Then he lowered and tipped the golden cage, the crow falling out. "You have made me kill a lady more beautiful than any in the world. What made you lie?" I can't believe you would accuse me of such a thing." "So, Crow, forevermore be blacker than the night to which you have brought me." And as he spoke, the croaking crow shrank back, ink black from the king's furious gaze, and remained so ever after. Scene 2. Quite right, too, I say. For what good does it do to speak the truth? People will believe what they like. "Is that what you tell the witnesses in your courts?" "Them? They know it already. Every man is a liar at least once in his life." Puh! We weren't 5 miles past Boughton, under Bleed, when a solitary horse rider came thundering towards us out of the forest. I thought he was African at first, but his face was just as plain grimy. Lagging behind him was a tattered, elderly-looking gentleman on a rickety horse, keeping up as best he could. Both kept looking over their shoulders, and we thought nervously of thieves. But when the leading rider saw us, he slowed his horse to a calm trot and greeted us most politely. "May I ride with you, masters?" "Are you running away, young man?" "Running away, sir? Me, sir? No, certainly not, sir." We nodded our welcomes, and he pressed in among us like a playing card shuffling itself into the pack. "You must be prepared to tell a story if you travel with us. Will the elderly gentleman be joining us too?" The canon could have caught up by now, but he hung off at a distance, riding parallel to the caravan of pilgrims. He kept beckoning his servant and making fist noises through his teeth, but the boy with the dirty face took no notice at all. "Don't take this the wrong way, but you seem in a mighty hurry to leave Boughton." "A little misunderstanding. A little matter of some funds which the good people invested in my master's work." "And what work was that?" "Boy, my master is a student of that respected science of alchemy. A research scientist, you understand. The trouble is, with people in these country towns, they give alchemists money because they think he can turn their spoons into gold. But research costs money before you can expect results. There are materials to be paid for. Accidents happen.
Keep quiet, Peter. Come away.
We were very close to finding the secret, but research costs money. You're reasonable people. You understand that.
Shut up. Come away, Peter. Your mouth is so big you'll fall down it one day and drown.
We looked back and forth from the raggedy canon to his servant, who stubbornly pretended not to hear the cannon.
Well, God forgive you, boy. I'm off before you get us both killed.
There now, everyone. I'm free of him. 7 years I've worked for that old charlatan, but thanks be to God I'm free. So you took money from people who thought you could turn lead into gold? They must have been fairly stupid to think your master could make gold, but couldn't afford a new coat. Stupid? It ought to be a crime to be as stupid as they are. Well, there was one guy. Did you say that I have to tell a story? Right. I'll tell you one about an alchemist. Not my alchemist, of course. Oh no, we never did anything criminal. We were research scientists, you understand. But I'll tell you about an alchemist I know of, shall I? So under the thin disguise of telling us a story, Peter explained just how he and his master had earned a living for the past 7 years.
The end.